Hello children, how are you? I am Masood Fatma and I will teach you social studies. This video is for the students of class 5th. And in this video, I will continue with chapter 14, that is renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Okay. So, renewable resources I have already taught in my first video. Now let's study about some of the non-renewable resources like coal, petroleum, minerals. Okay. So, and we will study about conservation of natural resources also. Okay. So, what does this non-renewable resource means? Non-renewable resources are which cannot be renewed, which have limited resources, limited stocks are there. Okay, so now let's study about these. First one is coal. I'm going to read it. Okay, coal is black in color and is formed over a long period of time from the remains of plants and animals. It is used to produce energy. It is extracted in coal mines. Its reserves are limited. It is a polluting agent. See children, in this here it's written it's is a. So please cut this one S. It should be it is a polluting agent. So corrected, it is printed here wrong. So now I'm going to explain it to you. You know what's the color of coal? Coal is black in color. Coal is always found black in color. And from where it is found? It is taken out from mines. Coal mines are there. How coals are formed? You know, it takes millions of years for the formation of this natural resources like fossil fuels. Fossil fuels are of great importance because what happens? A lot of energy is produced from these. Like we run vehicles, then coal, oil and other natural gases. They are all very important to us. But how coal is formed? You know, coal is formed when dead plants, plant matter and animals, the dead animals, the remains of dead animals, they decay into peat and is converted into coal. How it is converted? You know, the earth is hot inside. So by the heat and pressure of the earth, and it is buried under the ground. So deep burial over millions of years converts it into what? Into coal. Okay? Into coal. So coal is very useful to us, and as I told you, its reserves are limited and it is extracted, it is taken out from coal mines. And then it is a polluting agent. Why it is called a polluting agent? Because it produces smoke. Energy is there, but with smoke. So that is very harmful. It pollutes the air. Our next is petroleum. Next fossil fuel is petroleum. Petroleum is found deep inside the earth and under the seabed. Deep wells have to be dug to reach the petroleum reserves. Petroleum is found in crude form. It is refined in big refineries to obtain petrol, diesel, cooking gas, kerosene, etc. It is largely used in vehicles all over the world. Its reserves are limited. It is a polluting agent. Now see, this petroleum, like coal is found, it is buried under the ground. Same way, petroleum is not on the upper layer of the earth. It is deep inside. We have to dig the earth a lot. Quite deep we have to dig to get the petroleum. And this petroleum is not found in clear way. It is found in crude, like crude oil, not like fresh oil. It never comes out like fresh oil. It comes out crude, means kacha, raw, and means unprocessed or unrefined. Then it is taken to big refineries where it is refined, and then in the market we get petrol, then we get diesel, cooking gas, kerosene, etc. And these are very much in use. These are very useful to us. And like coal's reserves are limited, same way petroleum reserves are also limited. There is shortage, so that's why we say that we have to use it very wisely. And it is also a polluting agent. You know, when you use car and all, it emits what it gives out smoke. So that is what fumes are released from the vehicles. So that is very harmful. It spreads in the air and pollutes the air, and the same air we breathe, and we suffer from some breathing problem also. So it's a polluting agent. That's why we say that we must avoid using these and go to some eco-friendly or nature-friendly sources. Promote nature-friendly sources. Then comes minerals. Minerals are extracted from their ores. Metals are refined ores. Iron is the most useful metal. Besides it, manganese, copper, gold, silver, etc. also used. These metals are very useful but are available in limited quantities. Now see children, like coal and petroleum, these are also extracted from some other thing, that is ores. This mineral is what? It is extracted from ores. And metals are what? It is again put to refineries and it is refined. So metals are refined ores. The metals that we get, like gold, silver, iron, copper, manganese, whatever we get, that is the refined form of ores. And these metals are very useful. But these are also, so many things are made from these metals. But they are also limited. Their reserves are limited. So we have to conserve them. Now we will study about conservation of natural resources. So please children, see on page number 100. Okay, I'm going to read it and then I will explain. If we want to ensure the quality and longevity of our resources, we must use them wisely and carefully. We must avoid their wastage on a whole. We should not pollute the air, water and soil. We should not waste water at all. We should plant more and more trees. Trees prevent soil erosion. We should not disturb the habitat of the animals. We must think of our future generations and therefore use the resources intelligently. Okay? Now children, see, we have studied about renewable and non-renewable. Now we will study about, now I'm going to explain it to you about the conservation of natural resources. Okay, conservation means what? Preservation and protection. Conservation means preservation and protection of natural resources. Or we can say that a planned management. We have to follow a planned management of natural resources. First thing though, we should use the resources wisely. And Earth's natural resources include air, water, plants, soil, minerals and wildlife. So conservation is the care and protection of these resources so that they can be prevented for our future generation. We see children, we all depend on the natural resources for our development activities. Okay, and if the resources are not used wisely, it would create an imbalance in the environment, and the need of conservation arises. From where it arises? From its significance, because we know that these natural resources are so important to us. Means different ministries of the government or national and international agencies have been working for the purpose of conserving natural resources, and they are so important. These natural resources are so important that we cannot even imagine life without it. So we must conserve or protect our natural resources. So I'll just tell you some ways by which we can conserve or protect natural resources. Like first is by imparting environment education and including the same in the curriculum. Means how to keep our environment clean, how to conserve our natural resources. These education should be imparted in schools, in colleges. And nowadays, national parks are making efforts for the safety of the natural resources. The other way is by 3 R's. What is 3 R's? That is reducing, reusing and recycling of non-renewable resources. Means we must reduce, make less use. Then by planting more and more trees to save our forest resources. Deforestation to be controlled. This I have told again and again, children. By using biogas and biofuels. And overgrazing also must be prevented. Burning of fossil fuels must be controlled. Then practicing crop rotation. By practicing crop rotation techniques to maintain the fertility of the soil. So these are the some of the measures which we can undertake for the conservation of natural resources. And as human beings, we have a social responsibility towards nature, because humans cannot imagine our lives without natural resources. Okay, children, thus we shall follow the principle of sustainable development. So that's all for this chapter. Let's discuss the exercises. Okay, and the written exercises I'll be sending in the assignment file. Okay, first of all, see on page number 100, glossary. You have to learn this. And then the important points. Important points are on page 100 and page 101. So you have to learn these points. These are very important. And short questions may be put up from these. Okay. Then comes the next exercise, that is take the correct options. Okay. See this page, take the correct option. First one is, which among the following is a renewable resource? 4 options are given: petroleum, minerals, coal, air. So the correct answer is air. Okay. Then number 2, which among the following is a non-renewable resource? First is coal, then B is animals, C water and D plants. So A is the correct option. Number 3, plants convert carbon dioxide into nitrogen. Oxygen, water vapor, none of these. So plants convert carbon dioxide into oxygen. That is B. Then fourth sentence is, in a dam, water is stored in the tank, reservoir, hole, none of these. So the correct answer is reservoir. Then turn the page, children. See page 102. That is, trees prevent. You know trees prevent. What trees prevent? Their roots hold the soil firmly. So first option is given, rainfall. Then B, soil erosion. C, floods. D, none of these. So what is the correct option? That is soil erosion. Okay. Then look at exercise C. Fill in the blanks. Some countries lack the dash of utilizing their natural resources. In the dash you will write knowledge. Number 2, air is available in abundance. In the dash you will fill abundance. Then number 3, dash is the top layer of the earth's surface. That is soil. Then number 4, farmers need to plant more and more trees. In the dash you will fill trees. Okay. Then number 5, energy obtained from sun is called dash. That is solar energy. Okay. Now next exercise is exercise D. Write true or false. Number 1, in ancient times people knew how to use the resources. People knew? No. They did not know. So that is false. Farmers, number 2 is, farmers should add chemical fertilizers to the soil. Is chemical fertilizer good for the soil? No. So that way it is false. Then number 3, wind energy is generated through windmills. That is what? True. Just now only I have taught. Then number 4, the reserves of coal are limited. That is also true. Then petroleum is found in crude form. Is it found in refined form? No, it is found in crude form. So it is true. So that's all for this. Now I'll be sending all the written study materials in the assignment file. Till then, thank you and bye.